See you next week, Ross. You don't get many of them to the pound.
No, you do not.
Always a lovely young lad. Off to serve the community like a knight on a steed.
Did he drop off your supplements as well?
He sure did.
Good. Because we're going to need to keep our strength up if we're going to do an all-dayer. And we've got bowling later.
Is everybody coming?
Oh, I think so. I just saw David. I've got my eye on him.
Oh, he hasn't got his own teeth.
Yes, but he can still move, and that's what's important to me.
Come in.
Do you think we're just cowards?
No,
We're not boring, are we?
I'm certainly not.
Oh, we used to be so adventurous.
And what? Because we didn't go through with it, we're on the scrap heap? Is that what you think?
Were you really not tempted?
Weren't you?
Yes?
It just wasn't for us, okay? And you could never be boring. We're just discerning.
You're right.
Yeah.
We could have gone through with it, but we didn't need to.
No, that's it. It's there. Take it or leave it. Maybe another time.
Maybe. Another time.
I told them on the phone I don't need these diabetes monitoring sessions.
Yeah, but you did agree to a visit on the phone yesterday.
Well, that was just to stop the annoying lady who kept going on and on. I only agreed to get her off the phone.
Yeah, that was me.
Tea? Coffee? I've got some airy-fairy tea if you like. Perhaps something a little stronger?
No, thank you. Hello there.
Hello.
She's from the surgery. A nurse or something.
No, it's just that when people regularly miss their appointments, we just like to visit and check everything's okay.
I haven't been coming because I'm fine.
But with something like diabetes, it can very quickly become not fine.
You're over-worrying. I'm as fit as a fiddle.
Oh, even fiddles sometimes need restringing. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Look, how long's it gonna take, as we're expecting company?
Oh, it won't take long, promise. Ooh, looks like you're having a party.
No, it's just something we like to do, isn't it, Mary?
They closed the dance classes that everybody goes to. So we thought, to hell with it, we'll get everybody together and do it at home.
Well, at least it gets them out the houses. I mean, some don't see people for days, but not round here. We look after each other.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Right, shall we do these questions? Then I can skedaddle. Do you live alone?
What business is that of yours?
Yeah, sorry, some of these questions can be a bit personal. It's just so we can get an idea of your support network. Your net of support. Family, that kind of thing.
Oh, I'm a widow. He passed last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How long were you married?
45 years.
45 years of misery.
Mary.
No, he was the worst human being I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. He kept her locked up in here, you know.
That's not quite true.
It is. Prisoner in her own home.
He was a complicated man, is all.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
No, I'm okay. It comes and goes.
How long have you been breathing like that?
Oh, a couple of weeks. I'm just getting over a cold, that's all. We've all had a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, these things do the rounds.
Well, perhaps you should come in and see a doctor and you could get your diabetes monitoring session done at the same time.
I haven't got time for all that nonsense. Look, I couldn't dance if there was anything wrong with me, now could I? Dr. Granger?
Sorry, I was in a world of my own.
Bad news.
No, just an invitation to a game of golf.
Oh, well, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, that's with the same guys. We play at the same club. We then go into the clubhouse and we have the same drinks, sitting in the same seats.
I like a good, solid routine. Oh, it is very good for you.
right. Well, apart from the wheezing, which is concerning, you seem quite fit to me.
See, I told you.
Well, it would put my mind at ease if you'd come and see a doctor about it, though.
Right, warrior, this one.
If people our age bothered the doctor every time there was an ache, we'd have to set up beds there. Now relax yourself. Try living a little.
I actually have a very exciting life, full of extensive hobbying.
Let's get this party started!
My shoe. You can let yourself out, pet.
Teacher, go put it away!
What's happening? Speak to us. Do something.
Okay, Joyce, give us some air. Mary! Mary! I'm just going to make you more comfortable, okay?
Oh, Mary. Poor Mary.
Oh, she's in safe hands. I'm more concerned about your cough getting worse like Mary's. Why don't we go to the hospital, get someone to take a look at you as well?
I can't help Mary if I'm stuck on a ward now, can I? I need to get...
Okay, well, why don't you come with me to the drop-in clinic? We'll get one of the doctors to take a look, and then I promise I'll take you straight to the hospital.
I need to be with Mary now.
Well, you're not much good to her if you end up collapsing as well, are you?
All right.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please take a seat.
Is everything all right?
Firstly, I must apologize.
For what?
There is something called the Nicole Monroe Diversity Award. She was the first black head of surgery at St. Phil's. She passed away last year, and they have renamed the award in her memory. Have you heard of it?
No.
It is a most prestigious award for those showing exceptional talent and promise. And I have put you forward for it.
Right.
And that is why I am apologizing. Because I did not come and talk to you first. This arrived this morning.
What is it?
You have been shortlisted as one of the finalists.
Okay.
It is a wonderful recognition for all of the wonderful work you have put in.
A diversity award.
Yes. When I first came to this country, there was very little recognition. Now, I am pleased that there is a platform where people such as ourselves can be highlighted and recognized.
People such as ourselves.
I am sensing some resistance. Surely you are going to accept this.
I'm not sure.
But why would you not? Okay, well, it is good to be recognized.
Yeah, but recognised for what?
Right. Well, would you like some time to go away and think about it?
Yeah. I will. Thanks.
So, you were right.
I usually am, but about what in particular?
I don't think that we're boring per se. I just think we're perhaps a little bit staid.
Yes.
Okay, so therefore, I think we should spice our lives up. What do you think?
All right. I will give Adele a call and arrange another dinner.
Okay, if that's what you want.
I do. If you do.
Well, I do if you do. So,
All right. Well, why don't we arrange for them to come over? How about tomorrow night?
tomorrow night. I mean, it's really soon. I've got a lot on.
Okay, well, tomorrow night would be perfect because Joe's having a sleepover at Fran's, and so we could have our very own grown-up sleepover. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
God, Okay.
At least we were a bit more picky. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with them all. I mean, he can't sing. He's not even good looking.
If you wouldn't mind keeping still for me.
Unlike you, you're quite a catch, aren't you?
Yeah, it really is difficult if you talk. Right, back to the breathing. Nice long breath in for me. And breathe out.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been asked to show my particulars. Not bad for an old lady, eh? So how long's this going to take? I need to get to my friend.
I will be as quick as I can, I promise. How long have you been wheezing like that?
Oh, a few weeks, just a bit of a cold. We've all had one.
Yeah, we've noticed a spike lately in incidents with people of your...
Of my what?
Of your maturity. Chest weaknesses, chest complaints, low immune system, that kind of thing. Are you allergic to anything?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Have you been near any fumes recently?
No. Well, there's David. He's my gentleman friend. He smokes, but I make him go outside.
Okay. Do you notice that your cough gets worse when you start exerting yourself?
Oh, ever since my husband died, I'm always exerting myself.
Maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe you should slow down a bit.
I've got places to go, people to see.
Yeah, I can say that. And it's impressive. My concern is that if you don't slow down a little bit now, there's going to be consequences down the line.
Life is for the living. You can't go around worrying what's round every corner. You've got to embrace the moment. Have fun whilst you can.
Yeah, well, you have high blood pressure and you have a little weakness in your chest, so would you maybe consider slowing down just a little bit?
If I say yes, can I go?
We need to check your lung function just to be on the safe side, but all in all, you're in good shape.
The handsome doctor says I'm in good shape. Will I tell Mary?
We need to talk about your diabetes.
Come in.
You got a moment?
Yes, yes, of course.
Look, I really do appreciate the opportunity, but I've decided not to go ahead with this.
May I ask why?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Why would it make you uncomfortable when your achievements and dedication are being highlighted?
Highlighted because I'm brown. It's just tokenism on a grand scale.
I disagree. It is about talented individuals who may never get the recognition they deserve.
Yeah, but why do they need to be highlighted? Surely the work speaks for itself.
Yes, if only we all had that luxury. Look, this award would look wonderful on your CV, as well as kudos it would bring to the practice.
I am a team player, okay? And that is almost enough reason to do it. It's just... Look, I hate this whole diversity stuff. It's like there's normal and then there's the others, and we have to stop thinking like that.
Right, well, I am very sorry that you see it that way. But I understand. Perhaps we should just forget it.
Thank you.
Right, let's get to the hospital and see Mary.
She's okay.
Well, I've told her she needs to take things a little easier.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's good to keep an eye on these things, though, so you did the right thing.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Sorry, I overreacted.
You don't look happy.
Well, no, it's just...
It's because you're a worrier and you like to fix things. You've got to try and get a life and stop worrying about others so much. Oh, now where's that smile gone? You know what you need?
What's that?
When I get down the dumps, I give myself a little pick-me-up.
Joyce! What is that?
It's a herbal supplement.
Hello? Adele! Hi, it's Zara.
Hi, Zara. Wasn't expecting to hear from you.
Well, we had a really fabulous time last night.
Really? I wouldn't exactly call it that.
Well, not exactly fabulous, but that was very much our fault, and I would like to apologise.
I appreciate that. And I'm sure Richard will. Moving forward...
We would very much like to give it another go, if you guys would.
Listen, we like you and Daniel, but we've met people who, well, let's just say their hearts aren't in it.
We are all consenting adults, and Daniel and I would very much like to get to know you much better.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Why don't you and Daniel take a bit of time and then get back to us if you decide it's something you really want?
It's been the only topic of conversation since... Oh, Daniel's right here with me now. Say hi.
Hi, Del.
Oh. Hi, Daniel.
So, please, just let us make it up to you.
Well, when you put it like that.
I know Richard will be pleased. When were you thinking?
How about tomorrow evening?
Oh my, aren't we eager?
Well, I know we're free and I think we can arrange a sitter for Galileo, so should we say 8:15?
Why don't we say 8? Why wait?
A girl after my own heart. Okay then, 8 it is. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. We are on.
Brilliant.
Great.
Are you sure they're herbal supplements?
What else could it be?
Well, they don't look like any herbal supplements I've ever seen. I've tried them all.
Well, try this one.
I don't think so.
Oh, my goodness. For someone with such cool hair, you really are a worrier. Look, if it was bad for us, how come I've got so much energy?
Have you had any today?
Haven't had time with you busybodying about.
Look, sometimes these things can have short-term positive effects, but it doesn't mean they're good for you. Like nachos. Joyce, you have to tell me where you got them.
If it'll mean you'll stop pestering us. There's this lovely young lad called Ross. He delivers the meals.
And where does he get them from?
He gets them from the internet for his nan. She was so bowled over, she told him he needed to sell them to people on his delivery run. Now, he wouldn't do that if it was dangerous, now would he?
I think perhaps...
Oh, you, my dear, are a worrier. And that poor Mary is in that hospital waiting for me with God knows what happening to her. Now, if you don't want to take us anymore, that's fine. I'll get a taxi.
Joyce, look, I'm sorry. Just wanted to check you're okay.
I do not like being fussed over.
I understand. Let's go and see Mary, shall we?
All right. And I would like to stop off for some chocolate.
Is there a problem?
Nope. Just VPAS craziness.
Is it something I should be concerned about?
No. It's all under control.
Oh, Mary. I thought you were a gunner.
You'd be so lucky.
You silly sod. Twerking at your age. What'd they say was wrong?
They're still running tests, but I hope they take their time because I've had a never-ending stream of dishy doctors to look at, and this oxygen is top-notch. Oh, there she is. Come in, don't just stand there.
How are you feeling?
Not so bad.
You'd be dead if it wasn't for her.
I know.
Right, Dr. Quincy, this one.
Oh, don't know about that.
Oh, I do. Come here.
Oh. I've always thought to myself more as a Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
You all right, mate?
Oh, yeah. Just working through some stuff.
Some stuff? You look like you're trying to solve Fermat's last theorem.
What you got there?
Oh, I've been put up for some diversity award.
So, what's the problem?
It's an award because of my ethnicity, not because I'm good at what I do. Doesn't suit me.
No, good for you, Sydney. Positive discrimination is still discrimination.
Says the white male doctor.
What's that got to do with the price of fish?
Oh, everything.
You know, I'm proud of you, Sydney. No good ever came from putting people on pedestals.
Sometimes you have to put people on a pedestal because the rest of the time they just get ignored.
No, I think he's right, Jimmy. I mean, I don't want to be known as some champion of diversity. I want to be known for my work.
What's wrong with both?
Nice to meet you.
I can't believe it.
Is everything okay?
The doctors just told us that... Oh, Mary. Who would do such a thing?
What is it?
Somebody's been poisoning her.
They've found amphetamines in my bloodstream.
The supplements.
I barely take paracetamol, me.
Look, this is what I've been trying to tell you.
Here she goes again. This can't be my fault.
This Ross, he is taking advantage of you and selling you these drugs. Oh, come on. Do you really think he gives them to his own nan?
Of course. He wouldn't give them to me, to everyone, if they were dangerous, now would he? He's lovely.
Oh, Joyce.
There you go again. Always seeing the worst.
I think I'm optimistic.
You just hate to see someone who's not scared of life, don't you? You're a killjoy, just like my husband.
I am not trying to spoil your fun. I'm trying to help you.
Rubbish! It has to be something else.
You gave Mary one just before her attack, didn't you?
You did.
Hi. Do you ever regret having had an open relationship?
Why are you asking?
Did it make your life better? Richer? Your relationship closer?
Well, it certainly broadened my horizons. But it did bring its own problems. Is everything all right with you and Daniel?
Of course. We're brilliant.
Calm down, Joycey. You didn't know. It isn't your fault.
It is! Oh, Mary, I am so sorry. I did this to you.
This is her husband's fault.
Mary.
Kept her locked up in that house. Barely went out, and when she did, he was always with her.
It was different times.
He only died last year. He was a flipping tyrant.
No. It was me gave that to you.
It wasn't just your fault, Joyce. This Ross has taken advantage of you.
It's sickening. Can't go on the internet. Can't open a letter. Can't even open your own door without someone taking advantage.
We are going to need to speak to the police about this, you do know that.
I would be happy to. The rat bag.
No, I mean... Well, because you gave some to Mary and your other friends, even though you didn't mean to, that does make you a kind of...
Kind of what?
A drug dealer.
I'm not. Am I?
I'm afraid so.
Am I going to jail?
I think you're right.
Am I?
Yeah. I've just been speaking to Al and Jimmy, and well, I've got an opportunity here, haven't I? If even one kid sees me and thinks, yeah, I can do that, then it's worth it.
That is very admirable.
No. It's my responsibility.
Thank you, Dr. Veer.
Why didn't you put yourself forward?
Pardon?
You're a perfect example of a success story. Why not?
It is more for medical personnel as opposed to clerical.
I read the submission guidelines. It says all staff that show exceptional commitment to their work, colleagues, and inclusion. That's you in a nutshell.
Well, I have not even thought about it.
Yeah, well, maybe you should. I mean, if anyone deserves an award like this, it's you.
At my age, going to jail.
Look, I'm sure they'll take into account what's happened. I'd be more than happy to make a statement if you think that might help.
That you know a batty old woman who thought she was 16 again.
No. That I know a kind, considerate woman who might have got a little bit carried away.
A bit carried away, that's a nice way of putting it. If you hadn't come round, Mary would be dead and it would be all my fault. Oh, my goodness. When Harold was alive, I didn't see or speak to anyone else. I was far too busy making sure everything was spotless and he had what he needed. And when he died, it was Mary who got me out the house. She showed us the internet. She showed us how to twerk. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Well, you're not going to have to find that out because the doctor says she is going to be just fine. No one can blame you for spreading your wings. But perhaps take it a little bit slower in future. There's always roller coasters.
Yes, there is.
Are you sure you don't want me to speak to the police first? Just explain the situation.
No, I've got to face the music and make this right. And if I can help them get that Ross off the streets, all the better.
Okay.
Looking forward to it?
Absolutely. You?
Can't wait.
Me too.
I've got the morning off, so I'm thinking of booking in for a pedicure and a facial, maybe an all-over tan.
Oh. I've got the morning off too, so I'm going to go to the gym. I don't want to let this side down, you know?
Looking spectacular and having fun. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
I'm really glad we're doing this.
Me too.
Well, you haven't got a fever.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm burning up.
No, you just feel like you are.
Don't tell me how I feel.
No, it's not too late to change our minds.
I'm not backing out. I am ready for this.
What if I don't go?
After what you've put me through, you either do this or something else, with someone else, somewhere else.